Good morning, everyone. Welcome to a fresh week and a fresh week of introspection, conversation, understanding, and learning. So today we thought, I said, me and my higher consciousness, we thought that there's something that we keep denying ourselves and something that is so much part of our system that we don't even realize how deeply it affects our understanding and our very existence. Yeah? How many times have we said, I'll never forgive them? They deserve to suffer. I hope they realize what they did to me. Or the worst of all, or maybe the harshest of all this is, I deserve this. What are we talking of? We're talking of punishments. Now, punishment doesn't have to be, uh, you know, uh, in a prison or in a physical space, which can be restrictions, which can be denied certain, what you wish to do, or anything like that. So we keep forming various prisons in ourselves also. So what are we doing? That we are creating, quietly we are creating the prisons in the human mind. Correct. How? Sometimes we punish others by withholding love. Because if we talk of love, or we are very expressive about love, the others might still feel, a lot of discomfort, or you may feel, how can I be so, how can I display it so easily? It will not be returned, or it will be rebuffed, or it can be um, even ignored or denied. So how do we do that further? We punish ourselves by giving the silent treatment. We've talked of silent treatment in the past also. So when we are giving the silent treatment, we think, we're trying to convey a message, but technically we are punishing ourselves. Yeah. And by constantly bringing up old mistakes. So many things that may have happened. And for some reason, in an argument, it comes back again and again. And you would have heard the other person say, to how many times are you going to repeat the same thing? That's because you're punishing yourself by holding on to it. You're punishing yourself thinking that one day I'll get, redemption from it. When the other person either, says sorry or says, acknowledges it, so you'll get redemption. Basically, it's your ego, which is also a prison, which is holding you back. So, and then it is also, using sarcasm disguised as humor. Something is said, and then when the other person reacts, you say, I was just joking. Or the other person says something to you, and then says the same thing, come on, I was just joking. But you have taken it personally, or what you said is being taken personally. At one end, we understand that everybody is a mirror, or there must be something in me, something must be wrong in me. That's why I deserve this. So, and another way is, that we punish us, others, is by making someone feel guilty every time they start smiling again. I'll give you a very small example. I'd gone to someone's house. Somebody had invited us for lunch. And they had made this Burmese dish called khao. Yeah. So the person said that today the lunch is only khao. I said, oh, how nice. It's going to be different. It's going to be a change. immediately there was someone else there who said, but you said you don't like houseway. I said, when did I ever say that? I said, no, one day when that person had said that, should I make houseway when you come? And what did I say? I said, no, I don't think it'll be a good idea because we just had Chinese the day before. So I'm not in the mood. I don't think I want to eat houseway. Normal, daily khana food is also okay. So that person held on to that conversation, which must have happened about 6 months ago, and brought it up instantly in a public platform to say, but you said you don't like houseway. And for a moment, of course, because we have learned so much with Redikall, I understood that that is, the feeling that she's carrying inside her. It's her story of holding on to this resentment because it has been acknowledged somewhere else. But I didn't feel guilty about it. But just giving an example that we can make someone feel guilty every time they smile or admire or appreciate something. And that is when we're doing it to others. But what about us? Sometimes we punish ourselves. And that is by replaying the same mistake in our mind for years and years and years. We refuse opportunities because we think we don't deserve them. I don't deserve it. I'm not capable of it. We sabotage relationships because we are convinced that happiness won't last. So we don't give it our all. We hold back. We hold back because it's possible that the other person may take advantage of me, or I would be seen as a weak person and I'll be bullied. Now, again, bullying is of various kinds: personal, physical, emotional, psychological, sexual, financial, any kind of bullying. And these are all relationships, right? So we sabotage relationships because we are convinced that happiness won't last. We keep working ourselves till exhaustion because somewhere we believe that if we have to rest, it has to be earned, right? Have you noticed a parent telling you, or in the past, or you telling your children, I'm doing this for your own good? But what happens? The child only remembers the fear of restriction, fear of scolding, fear of, being punished, or fear, any kind of fear. And the parent just says, I'm doing this only for your own good. A boss believes that criticism will lead to excellence. But what happens? With constant criticism, the team slowly starts losing their confidence. Same applies in real life at home also, and otherwise amongst relationships. If you're constantly hearing criticism, one day you just shut up, just shut. And it doesn't matter anymore. You don't want to react to it. You don't want to think about it. You just say, okay, fine, this is the way. So you lose your interest in whatever you're doing. You lose interest in whatever you are capable of. You lose your confidence over time, right? And what happens? Even in these scenarios, let's say a spouse, he says to you that I only said that because I was angry. But words leave bruises long after the voices have become quiet. And remember, in anger, mostly people say what they're really holding on to. And it comes out. And then you keep holding on to it, long after everything is back to normal. And that may come up later when you react and say something, and the other person says that, how long are you just going to repeat the same thing? Yeah? Let's say a friend forgets to reply either to a message, and you reached out either to a message or to a phone call or to a meeting. What do? We silently punish them by becoming distant. Fine, if she doesn't want to connect with me, I'm okay. I will also not connect with her until she comes back. Correct? Sometimes we offend simply because we are hurting. Sometimes we offend because we ourselves are feeling offended. And sometimes our ego whispers, if I hurt first, I cannot be hurt. So, meaning if I hurt the other person first, then I can't be hurt. So, what do? We defend by offending. But remember, punishment rarely ever transforms a soul. Compassion always does. Awareness always does. And forgiveness always does. Forgiveness does not mean saying that what happened was acceptable. Forgiveness means saying, I refuse to let this pain become my permanent identity. Okay? And this is the difference we have to understand. I'll repeat, forgiveness does not mean saying what happened was acceptable. But forgiveness means saying, I refuse to let this pain become my permanent identity. Because remember, every act of forgiveness is freedom. Not just for them, but for you. Okay? So today, we are not deciding who was right. We are choosing who we wish to become. Okay? So, close your eyes. Sit comfortably. Allow your shoulders to soften. Relax your jaws. Take a deep breath in and slowly breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in peace. Breathe out resentment. Breathe in compassion. Breathe out punishment. Breathe in forgiveness. And breathe out the need to offend. Allow your heart to become a safe place. Because remember, forgiveness comes from the heart. And now, repeat with me or after me. I archive my need to forgive. I archive my need to forgive. I archive my need to forgive. I archive my need to safely let go and forgive. I archive my need to safely let go and forgive. I archive my need to safely let go and forgive. I archive my need to prove my worthiness by punishing myself or others. I archive my need to prove my worthiness by punishing myself or others. I archive my need to prove my worthiness by punishing myself or others. I archive my guilt of punishing myself and others. I archive my guilt of punishing myself and others. I archive my guilt of punishing myself and others. I archive my fear of being targeted as I forgive. I archive my fear of being targeted as I forgive. I archive my fear of being targeted as I forgive. Take a deep breath to retain it. I forgive myself and I forgive others for speaking harshly in moments of pain. I forgive myself and I forgive others for speaking harshly in moments of pain. I forgive myself and I forgive others for speaking harshly in moments of pain. I forgive myself and I forgive others for holding on to anger longer than necessary. I forgive myself and I forgive others for holding on to anger longer than necessary. I forgive myself and I forgive others for holding on to anger longer than necessary. I forgive myself and I forgive others for using silence as a weapon. I forgive myself and I forgive others for using silence as a weapon. I forgive myself and I forgive others for using silence as a weapon. I forgive myself and I forgive others for expecting perfection. I forgive myself and I forgive others for expecting perfection. I forgive myself and I forgive others for expecting perfection. I forgive myself and I forgive others for judging before understanding. I forgive myself and I forgive others for judging before understanding. I forgive myself and I forgive others for judging before understanding. I forgive myself and I forgive others for criticizing far more than we encourage. I forgive myself and I forgive others for criticizing far more than we encourage. I forgive myself and I forgive others for criticizing ourselves far more than we encourage. I forgive myself and I forgive others for trying to teach lessons through punishment instead of wisdom. I forgive myself and I forgive others for trying to teach lessons through punishment instead of wisdom. I forgive myself and I forgive others for trying to teach lessons through punishment instead of wisdom. I forgive myself and I forgive others for using guilt to gain control. I forgive myself and I forgive others for using guilt to gain control. I forgive myself and I forgive others for using guilt to gain control. I forgive myself and I forgive others for making mistakes while learning to live. I forgive myself and I forgive others for making mistakes while learning to live. I forgive myself and I forgive others for making mistakes while learning to live. I forgive myself and I forgive others for speaking words that hurt. I forgive myself and I forgive others for speaking words that hurt. I forgive myself and I forgive others for speaking words that hurt. I forgive myself and I forgive others for holding on to resentment. I forgive myself and I forgive others for holding on to resentment. I forgive myself and I forgive others for holding on to resentment. I forgive myself and I forgive others for believing that suffering was necessary to deserve happiness. I forgive myself and I forgive others for believing that suffering was necessary to deserve happiness. I forgive myself and I forgive others for believing that suffering was necessary to deserve happiness. I forgive myself and I forgive others for being emotionally unavailable. I forgive myself and I forgive others for being emotionally unavailable. I forgive myself and I forgive others for being emotionally unavailable. I forgive myself and I forgive others for offending in order to defend myself. I forgive myself and I forgive others for offending in order to defend myself. I forgive myself and I forgive others for offending in order to defend myself. I forgive myself and I forgive others for not asking for help when I needed it. I forgive myself and I forgive others for not asking for help when needed. I forgive myself and I forgive others for not asking for help when needed. I forgive myself and I forgive others for taking out frustration on innocent people. I forgive myself and I forgive others for taking out frustration in needed. I forgive myself and I forgive others for taking out frustration on innocent people. I forgive myself and I forgive others for carrying inherited beliefs that punishment creates goodness. I forgive myself and I forgive others for carrying inherited belief that punishment creates goodness. I forgive myself and I forgive others for carrying inherited belief that punishment creates goodness. I forgive myself and I forgive others for being unkind to our own bodies. I forgive myself and I forgive others for being unkind to our own bodies. I forgive myself and I forgive others for being unkind to our own bodies. I forgive myself and I forgive others for believing forgiveness is a weakness. I forgive myself and I forgive others for believing forgiveness is a weakness. I forgive myself and I forgive others for believing forgiveness is a weakness. I forgive myself and I forgive others for forgetting that every soul is still learning. I forgive myself and I forgive others for forgetting that every soul is still learning. I forgive myself and I forgive others for forgetting that every soul is still learning. Take a deep breath, retain it, and now, as you breathe in, imagine your heart filling with a soft golden light. As you breathe out, Release every burden you no longer need to carry. Breathe in kindness. Breathe out punishment. Breathe in freedom. And breathe out offense. Just rest quietly for a few moments, breathing in the golden light and seeing it spread all through your body. And now, let's hear what our higher consciousness wants us to understand. It gently reminds us that justice has its place, accountability has its place, boundaries have their place, but punishment is not always the highest form of wisdom. Some people change because they are afraid. Others change because they finally feel seen. Remember, fear can force behavior, but love transforms character. Forgiveness is not forgetting, it is remembering without opening the wound every day. Just remembering. When you forgive, you do not erase the past. You simply stop allowing it to write your future. Compassion does not weaken your boundaries, it strengthens your humanity. Sometimes the person waiting for your forgiveness is not someone else. It is the version of you that has carried guilt for far too long. So today, just set them free. Let it go. Set it free. Release it. And now, take another deep breath. And just say, you can say it loudly or you can say it in your mind. I choose accountability without cruelty. I choose accountability without cruelty. I choose boundaries without bitterness. I choose boundaries without bitterness. I choose wisdom without punishment. I choose wisdom without punishment. I choose compassion without losing my strength. I choose compassion without losing my strength. I choose forgiveness without losing my dignity. I choose forgiveness without losing my dignity. Every day I become lighter. Every day I become freer. Every day I choose peace. Every day I become lighter. Every day I become freer. Every day I choose peace. See the golden light of the mantra spreading all through your body, filling up each cell, fiber, tissue, muscle, organ, systems, and chakras of your body. Sense yourself pulsating at a shifted vibration and frequency. See yourself aligning and synchronized with the learning today, right from your root chakra to your crown chakra. And when you feel completely synchronized, aligned, and operating at a higher vibration, just express your gratitude to the masters, to the universe, for helping you understand the real meaning of forgiveness today. Thank them for being your guide and being with you as you travel this journey to connect to the eternal consciousness and the primary source energy. Thank and express your gratitude to radical consciousness and to Atman for bringing this in our lives in such an easy manner. And when you feel complete and fulfilled, rub your palms together, massage your scalp, cup your eyes, massage your neck, your shoulders, your arms, your body, your legs, your feet. Feel yourself completely grounded and come back in the here and now by opening your eyes. Any thoughts, any feelings, any emotions, any eureka moments? Yes, Sagri?
Um, Long ago, I read this and it has stayed with me, and I would like to share this. Uh, the author said, not want, rather, wanting to punish someone by not forgiving them is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die.
Very nice. Who's the author?
I don't remember. It was a long, long time ago.
Yeah, but it
And
came back, yeah? Wow.
and that has helped me to forgive where I would otherwise not have wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed that, like using any method to forgive,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it doesn't go in one, in one sitting.
Yeah,
Yeah, you may have to do it many times.
absolutely.
But remembering this, that it's a poison in you,
Mm-hmm.
is very helpful. Yeah, I just wanted to share that. Thank you.
Thank you, Sagari. I'd love to know whose quote it was. Beautiful quote, no doubt. Yeah. Yes, Revati. Yeah, Revati, you're muted or we can't hear you. We can't hear you. Can't hear you, Revati. I think just take off your headset and speak.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Right from the moment that you started, it was like, it was meant for me. And when you were saying all those statements, I was wondering in my mind, what if it is I am at the receiving end of all the complaints? What if, I am at the receiving end? And when you started the statement, I forgive myself and I forgive others. So I could feel like, everything dispersing, their complaints and my response, their complaints. And I also realized I complain in a very different way, subtle way, which I think I am appreciating, but I am actually complaining.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I'll say, the way you presented it, it's like in Tamil, we say Tayir Chadam. Like Tayir Chadam is so soft, dahi rice. Dahi rice, we mash it nicely, and when we feed the children, they're easily able to, swallow and enjoy it.
Yeah.
So your recitation was like Tayir Chadam for me.
Thank you. I think that's the best compliment one can get. So again, the masters wanted it today to happen like this. So yes, it's a real Tai Chadam for me. Thank you. Thank you so much. Anyone else would like to share something?
I'm unable to hear you. One moment. I think there is some problem.
And in the meantime, anyone else would like to say something? No? Okay.
Thank you. There's some issue, I think.
Good
Thank you so
morning,
much.
Aarti.
Yes, Bina, good morning.
I joined a bit late, although the topics that you chose today, and it might have been, I believe it might have been something different or awesome. That is what I want to share as of now, and I look forward for.
Yeah, Bina, you're frozen. You're frozen. I didn't hear you. You look forward to what?
Okay. Are you able to hear me now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Might be the network issue otherwise.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Are you able to hear me now?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So might be the network issue on putting on my video. So all that I said is the topic that chosen today is great because that is something that I have been practicing rigorously since a week and more since day before yesterday.
Okay.
And although I joined late, I would like to share that forgiveness as well as gratitude has been helping me so much, and especially through a person like you, to be very honest. That is why I would love to refer to you as my God's chosen angel from the core of my heart. Thank you so much, Aarti.
Yeah.
And I will definitely look into this recording that you may share soon.
Yeah.
And the way I have been practicing gratitude or forgiveness has been with a combination to cut the cords with the other person. It was very painful, especially if I am to share my experience with my own family members, with my own parents. And I was struggling so much. Okay. And the reason that I'm sharing over here this thing is apt as per what I go through, you come up with the similar or the same topic. That feels magical, and that is why I refer to you as my God's chosen angel. In a way, I feel more grateful Literally, Aarti, I'm really thankful
No.
with
Meena, this
gratefulness.
is all
I'm just
granted.
bowing down in the form of to my teacher
No.
who has made me realize and to work on my emotions and to implement on that. I'm just respecting you. It's not anything different. The way I pray my angels, and I literally mean it when I say this. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, Meena. But remember,
Love you a lot.
love you too. But remember one thing, this is not something that is coming through me. There is your, intention that you want to heal yourself, cure yourself, become, learn forgiveness, learn so many things. So the masters also are there. They're all there with you. The universe is there to give you what you asked for. If you ask anybody, not you only, anybody asks for sadness, universe says, okay. If you ask for being punished, universe says, okay. Because whatever gets registered in our subconscious mind and we do not shift from it, that is what the universe understands as your language. Okay. But now that you are making that effort to shift, so you feel that you are being gifted, by me. It is not by me. It is by the masters who are guiding it, and you are getting it and you are implementing it. Fantastic. Good for you. Keep it up, and I'm sure you will meet your goals very soon. I mean, you'll reach your destination, whatever your personal destination is, very soon. Okay? All the best. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank
Anybody
you. Thank you
else?
for your kind wishes, all. Aarti. Wish you the same. All the best to you as well.
Thank you. Thank you, Meena.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Yeah, you too. Yeah. Anyone else would like to say something or add something? No? Okay. Somebody has written in the chat. Let me just read. Okay. Pratiksha says, star recitation that I will treasure. Okay, lovely. Revati, thank you. Pooja, thank you. Rimchan, thank you. Pratiksha,
I just have one question, Aarti. I'm sorry, I missed to ask it. So when we practice forgiveness of self and forgiveness of others that I do practice every day, especially since more than a week, it has been happening like exercise without which I don't do anything, including gratitude in the morning and at the night, especially. So, what I want to know is, uh, I'm not expecting any shift in the other person, whereas I'm happy for the shift that is happening in me. Whereas what I don't understand is, is anything remaining from my end, or what is remaining otherwise? In a sense, to give you an example,
from
for
your
example,
examples, I'll tell you one thing.
uh,
The shift is
I
happening
was
in hold
unwanted
on,
by
hold
my
on, hold
own
on.
parents. I was dumped by my own mother, and I had gone to a lot. One can imagine. I've been remaining strong and I have been practicing forgiveness. But now, in spite of doing that, and I'm physically present in around my parents, okay? So you can't even imagine the way I have been, treated or misused of my trust, especially in terms of money, relationships. Forget about any support from their end or to cut off the moment they come across for a person like you, even where I try to get support or helping myself, right? So even that, you know, they connect and
Sabina,
try to cut off it.
let me just tell you one
Yeah,
thing. The shift will only happen in you. Okay. And in that
yeah,
shift, you will start recognizing and understanding that whatever they are either saying or doing, it is their story, it is not your story. You happen to be karmically connected to your family, and that is why you have experienced or allowed yourself to experience all that you have been through. So, when you shift, your approach will change. You will not start getting affected by it. The moment you stop getting affected by it, you will start feeling more at peace. Then you'll know that this is nothing to do with me. And then your reality will also start to shift. But expecting it to happen overnight, no, nothing happens. So this will keep happening till you allow yourself to completely feel the shift and make the shift. Okay?
Yeah. So I 100% agree with you. What if they are simply locking me, not even telling where any personal, I mean, even the siblings' functions or anything, you have kept me away and I'm going on my own, just like you said. So we can't expect anything on others and to work on ourselves. And when you, even if you're getting affected earlier, and the moment you stop getting affected with your own approach, things will begin to change. I have experienced this literally.
That's
Okay,
it. Just stay
and
with that.
then my reality also changes. And I 100% agree that it will not happen overnight as well, because it is the small things that we do, an act of forgiveness every day and feel the change we ourselves.
Yeah.
Whereas sometimes it feels a bit painful, Lati, because
That Bina, we are deviating.
when
For
it is
that,
your own
no, hold
parents,
on,
they
hold
know,
on,
right?
hold on.
Although not anything said or
Bina,
anything.
stop,
So
stop. For that, please come to open house. I have told you, now we are deviating. This is not part of the recitation process. I have given you a suggestion, follow that only. And the rest, whichever is so much inside you, you need to be in open house to talk to mentors. It can't happen here. Okay? I'm sorry about that. We'll have
yeah,
to put a stop.
only
Yeah?
no problem, no problem.
Yeah.
Only thing is I'm not able to register these days for open houses because of the timings. I'm working on my health and simultaneously,
That's okay. You will find the time.
attending this
It
kind of
can be 6 o'clock
recitations
in the
and
morning.
everything.
You can do it. You can do it at 10:30. You can do it at 7:30 in evening. One of the timings you can do it. So choose a timing, become a member or premium member, and you will have access to open house. Okay? All the best, everyone. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. And now see you tomorrow again for the next round. Bye-bye. Bye.